what the universe wants, because it's very important. This is the final part. What the universe wants. Okay. The universe needs two main things. Two main things. Okay. Some saying kindness, gratitude, love. That's one angle of it. I'll give you the full truth. Okay. The universe wants two main things. One is balance. Second is evolution. One is balance. Second is evolution. I'll tell you the first part. Balance. If anything in the world is out of balance, if there are more ups than downs or more downs than ups, if there are more deaths than births, if there is more day than night, if there is more nights than day, if there is more positive than negative or more negative than positive, existence would cease. You only need to look at your own life chart to see reflection. A person lying on a hospital bed with a monitor next to it. This is life. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. In balance is life. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's life. Everything indicates around us. You say, no, I like the ups. You want to move only ups. Ups. Flatline, existence ceases. World of duality, world of polarity, people refer to as a lot of these different things. They needed to have up down to make to make everything work. It doesn't make sense any other way. No system works like that. If you think about it, right? So we can look at it like this. Take it on business terms. We have entrepreneurs and we have employees. Okay. How many of you are any entrepreneurs here? Any entrepreneurs? Okay, a good few. Any employees here? Very good. Okay. Let me ask you a question. Can one do without the other? Like, imagine, like some people, like this is the difference between average human consciousness, but you're not average. One step higher than average, which is kind of, they think they're awakening, these people. We go around the world, we say, I'm going to bring wealth consciousness to everybody in the world so that nobody needs to slave away at a job anymore and everybody becomes financially free. That's my dream. That's my vision. It'll never happen. Imagine. remove all employees from the world. What would happen to our world? Imagine everybody's free spirit. Everybody's a millionaire, freedom lifestyle. There's no world anymore. Whole system will collapse. Do you know, can I ask you this question? How many levels of love or how many levels of positivity is there? Let me ask you this question. How many of you feel that your life is pretty positive? Like every day you have a very positive outlook. How many of you reckon you're that type? Yeah. Every day is pretty positive outlook. Okay. How many of you, sometimes you experience positivity to, if it was out of like level 1 to level 10, you experience it to 10, like you're actually pure, like really in bliss. How many of you experienced that before? Okay. What if I was to tell you, because so I say out of 1 to 10, and you give it a 10. What if I was to tell you that there's 100, there's 1,000, there's 1,000,000? I mean, is it fair to say? Is it fair to say that? We've all experienced it before. How many of you been trekking before? Anybody been trekking before? Have you ever been trekking? You trek maybe for 30 minutes, you get up to the scenery, you see the lake or something, you take some photo, you're like, oh my God, it's beautiful. Anybody experienced that before? Let me ask you this question. What happens when you trek one more hour? Because when you've trekked 30 minutes, you get to a level of consciousness and you feel like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. This is the most beautiful view I've ever seen in my life. Oh, well, that's not going to last very long because when you trek for another hour, suddenly your most beautiful scene you've ever seen in your life has changed now and you've forgotten about the last photo. Are you getting what I'm saying? But at that moment in time, you were for sure saying, that is like ultimate bliss. But it's not true. Universe is infinite. I was teaching law of attraction. I was teaching positivity for the past 7, 8, 9 years. You know, I was speaking all around the world teaching this stuff. Just over a year ago, I go up into the mountains and suddenly I'm like, I didn't know anything. I knew nothing. I thought I was blissful. I thought I was positive. Like, my God. What I'm saying is here is there is a possibility, and this is the thing, by the way, for positive spirits like yourself. So first of all, up, down must be there. There will always have to be some sort of sadness to a happiness. Did anybody watch The Platform? Grandmaster the other day asked to watch The Platform, right? The Platform explains this. Why? Because what happens is, let's say, for example, if you take a comfortable person out, just a random person, right now from the street, and you just say, and then you observe their life, they'll be having their troubles and struggles. Like they'll feel really depressed. Like their level, like I'm going through shit right now, will be something like, I don't know, I just lost my job. How am I gonna get the thing that I want now? Right? So that's like, I'm going through the shittiest time of my life. It's the worst thing ever. So that's their experience. You take a person who's in some slums right now, who are fighting for their lives, they are also experiencing level 1. But the 2 levels, if you were to look at them, you would laugh at the person who you spoke to, who was like, I lost my job. Is like, why are you upset? Are you guys guessing what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, what is the evolution then? The evolution is to raise the entire consciousness, not to get, you can't get rid of negativity. Because once everybody becomes more positive, positive reaches a new height. The less positive will be referred to as already the negative. Are you getting what I'm saying? So I think this is a very important message because some people, they're like, okay, we're going to change the world to make the whole world become positive. Actually, no, because if flatline, existence ceases. It will never be the case. And it's important to play the important roles. So what is evolution? Universe, everybody inhale and slow exhale. Universe is giving everybody a bitch slap right now. How many of you ever thought about how many of you thought about looking after your health before? Like, you're like, I want to go to the gym more, I want to eat more healthy. I thought about turning vegan. You know, yeah, you had these ideas before. How many of you had like for a good few years, you've been thinking it'd be nice to do this, nice to do that, nice to do that, right? Well, universe is giving bitch slap right now. It's kind of saying, okay, well, you know what? All that procrastination you did over the years, well, now I'm not settling for it anymore. Because what? I'm going to put something on the planet whereby if your health is not intact, I'm going to get rid of you. It sounds harsh, but it's reality. And you can say, how can you take such a sensitive topic and speak about it like that? Well, I want to wake you up. If I can wake you up to looking after your health right now, then I also need to, I'm just passing the bitch slap on right now. You get what I'm saying? Because that's how the filter is happening. I don't know if you've realized or not. Even if you look at the virus, it's affecting those who are weaker in body. That's the stats all show it. Those who have been stronger with their body and their health, actually, yes, they get affected, then they become okay again. Universe is like saying, you know what, I'm not even gonna mess around anymore. Now, look after your health. Okay? Pay attention. Second bitch slap, wealth. All of you who are spending, making money, spending money, making money, spending money, making money, spending money. When you already had a comfortable job, earning an okay income, and already like swiping the credit cards and already in debt. Well, let me tell you something. If you ain't sorting your finances out now while things are okay, let me tell you something. I'm going to wake you up with something else. I'm going to take your job away. Universe is like universe, by the way, is like it's like one of those really loving parents. Are you guys guessing what I'm saying? Do we have any parents in the room? Have you ever loved your child so much that you get so angry and so frustrated at them doing it the wrong way because you love them so much, you want them to be safe and you want them to do it the right way? Have you ever had that before? Right? Universe is kind of playing that role right now. It's kind of like, okay, cool. I given you guys yours. I did. You know, I give you signs before. I give you signs. You should do your own thing now. I give you signs. You should look after, like, the finance problem isn't only today. I give you signs before. You've seen these challenges before. Recurring challenge. How many of you know what I'm talking about when I'm saying this, by the way? How many of you can connect with what I'm saying? You've seen these recurring challenges before. And I put them in front of you, so hopefully you could learn. But guess what? You didn't. So I got no choice. What do you want me to do as a loving parent? I'm going to remove it. I'm going to throw you in the deep end. Okay. Find your way. Go find your way. Get out of that thing. You're not supposed to be in that thing, right? You're destined for greatness. How about we see like that? How about we see every single person who has lost their job during this time is a sign from the universe. Universe is literally pointing at you and saying, you're destined for greatness. Why are you in that job? Get out of that job. Because there are no accidents that happen in this world. They say every challenge is a blessing in disguise. God will never give you anything you cannot handle. He knows you're worthy and knows you're powerful. That's why he gives you challenges. Two main bitch slaps, but why? Now let me tell you. Because the game needs to evolve. Human world has only ever evolved. It's never gone backwards. It's only ever evolved with technology, with things, with everything. It's only ever evolved. It's only gone forward. Everything in existence, if it's not growing, it's dying. Universe knows this. The iPhone 1, then the iPhone 2, then the iPhone 3, now the iPhone 12. It's time for upgrade. You play FIFA 1, FIFA 2, FIFA 3. You play GTA 1, GTA 2. It needs to upgrade. This is evolution. It's always evolved. But do you know how the universe upgrades the game? Does anybody here know how they upgrade the game? Gets its engineers to just like type some new coding and download the new thing into the hardware. What do you think it does? Do you know how they upgrade the game? So some people say by creating chaos, yes. That's a part of it. By giving you challenges. They upgrade their game through their workers, their minions, their vessels. Who are the minions? Tim is a very happy minion. You don't believe me? Let me ask you this question, right? Elon Musk, what is he doing? Richard Branson, for many years now, what's he doing? Taking people to space? What's this all about? Why would any human being want to take people to space? Why would a human being have like some sort of alien desire? You get what I'm saying? It's like, why? Like, come on, everybody's like, I want to buy a nice house. I want to buy a new car. I want to buy, I want to go on holiday. I want to travel the world. Elon Musk is like, I want to design something to take humans to space. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what human thinks of that? And what with these ideas? Have you ever met somebody before? Let me ask you this question. Have you ever met some, Tashisa is saying, visionaries? Let me ask you this question. Have you ever met somebody before who is extremely passionate about protecting the universe? Have you ever met people like that before? Like people, I've met people before. They actually get extremely offended when they see people drinking a plastic water bottle. They start crying. Like they actually get really offended, start shouting at you. You know, I've met people like that before. Now let me ask you a question. Where do people like that come from? Space, aliens. Let me tell you something. There's some truth in that. The universe will channel through vessels. Yeah, universe is speaking through you all the time. They use you. They use you unconsciously. That's how all of you got here, by the way, all 800 of you. They use you without you knowing. They will connect everything so that you accidentally see this YouTube video, you accidentally click on this thing. They will make you sit at home that day so you didn't go for that dinner so that you can watch this. Then suddenly you subscribe to something and now you're here. They used you already. Now you can be pissed about it. What? You never told me you're using me. Why are you using me? What are you using me for? Well, look at this space. Would you class this space as a positive space or a negative space? Only you can analyze. So what are they using you for? And by the way, we're not the only tribe that's gathered right now. Do you believe me when I say there's probably another person gathering a tribe of maybe 1,000 people who is rooting for negativity? Do you believe that's happening right now in this moment, somewhere in the world? There's some leader will be leading for that. So what is that? By the way, that is calling also. That is. For some reason, with how their actions have been and how they've been doing, they've been chosen to, okay, we'll accidentally make that happen so that you guys suddenly find this leader. What possesses a young person to suddenly be so, I need to save the bees, or I need to, save the planet, or I hate this type of stuff. We should not kill the animals and we should do this, or we need to protect this, or all the greenhouse effects and all these problems and ozone layer and stuff. What possesses a human to suddenly have this pull, this undeniable force of nature, this drive to want to make this difference in this world, even when it's tough? We all know there's people out there, or there's a lot of these people out there right now who have these ideas to change the world. And some get really, really into it. It's an emotion. It's an emotional drive. When it's an emotional drive, that is energy in motion. Energy is source. Motion travels through vessel. We are vessel. Is this too tough, or are we okay with that? You say, oh, I just had an idea. I want to do this. How do you get the idea? There's only two ways. If somebody gave you the idea, then it was just passed from somebody else. If you wake up one day and you say, I want to do this, where did that come from? The easiest way for them to speak to you and use you is through sleep dimension. Here's the answer. Because when you are asleep, you're not here, you're somewhere else. The easiest way for them to allow you to see things is through sleep dimension. The easiest way for them to use you and get ideas into your head is through sleep, is through dream. Like, I don't believe you. I don't need you to believe me. When you wake up in the morning, your dream gets wiped out. You answer my question. Why? Give me one logical explanation to why your dream gets wiped out early in the morning. How many of you had your dreams wiped out before? Not only once, not only twice, not only three times, not only four times, not, it's a regular occurrence. It's every single time. Like, oh my God, I had this dream. It was like a one, two, three. You're like, what? How? No, that was a really exciting dream. I was really excited to talk about it. They can't allow. They can't allow for you to know that you're being used. Otherwise, all of you will go psycho. Some of you will try to fight the system. Some of you crazy people. There's no point fighting. All you need to clarify is one thing. This is one big teaching I learned also up in mountains. If we learn to surrender, regardless whether we like it or not, the energy exists. There's energy that's beyond us. We can't deny that. It created us. We didn't create us. So something else must have done. And if you check the mirror, it did a pretty fine job, huh? It created all of you beautiful souls. So if that thing is in existence, what if we become the exact thing they want us to become? What if we become a conscious one to say, by the way, I get the deal. I do. Like Master Sri Akarshana already told me the deal. I get what you want now, right? So how about we have this negotiation and basically like what I was thinking was my ideal would look like this. Can you just give me an outline to what you had planned for me and then let us have some negotiation? I can do things differently and I understand your power is greater than mine, right? You're much bigger than me. So I understand, but can we come to some sort of negotiation here? Like I'll do my best, you know? I get what you want and I'm happy to do the best I can to make that happen for you, right? Can we come to some sort of negotiation? They say, yes. Okay. Watch your life. This is highest level of consciousness because for humans, because since coming back from mountains, let me tell you something. There's not a day I think about my dream. There's not a day I think about my goal. There is not a day I think about my dream. There's not a day I think about my goal because I seen the deal. I know the deal. It's very clear. I connected with the energy and I seen the deal. I seen it all. I seen the whole path. I already okayed it. The only one deal and the big part that I agreed to was I said, I will do all I can. Last night with Jackie, we had a 6.5 hour call. I do all I can till 12:30 a.m. here. I do all I can. Every day I'm doing these calls. Some of you attended some of my events after events after events. I said, I'll do all I can. I will give my life to this positive cause. And there's not one day I need to think about what I need for my life. And the fascinating thing is, through surrendering that way, because what I'm putting out is love and positivity. What I'm putting out is knowledge. What I'm putting out is wealth, abundance, this type of thing. And it's just so interesting because now I'm just witnessing. Occasionally, our CEO will show us our financial forecasts and we'll be like, okay, we're doing pretty well. That's good. I don't need to see it too much. I don't even ask to see it. Occasionally, they just give me update. Everything around me, everything is beautiful. We're blessed, and we can't take any ego on that standpoint. We're blessed. I did not create anything. They say 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I say thank you, universe. Thank you, thank you, allowing to use me, my vessel, to spread this message of positivity to more people around the world. I said thank you. Just keep doing it. I'll stay away. I recorded 5 videos today. Mm. Just before this call, and I was in a meeting just before that. Every day I'm just like that. You just use me. Whatever you need positivity, just use me. I practice this skill for communication, so I'm a good vessel to use. That was my negotiation, you know. I said, by the way, if you use me, it's a lot better because I'm very good at communicating, right? So it's using me now. Now it's using me, and now I'm witnessing. It's a beautiful journey. It's effortless. Love is there, wealth is there, everything is there. It's effortless, it's beautiful, it's a blessing.